Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another recording of Dishonored. We're gonna start the downloadable content, the Knife of Dunwall. We've already looked at the Dunwall City trials, didn't really enjoy them or feel like they were needed to exist at all. But I think the Knife of Dunwall is actually gonna be a story mission of some length, so let's hop into it and play it. Daud is an assassin. Unlocking a new difficulty mode is automatically saved in your user setting. What? So if I come over here and do a new game, no new difficulties there. Maybe you have to play this. Maybe they want you to play this on multiple difficulties. Veteran, elite, master, assassin. Ah, I see how this works. So I think we may end up being playing as Daud, and you would have to complete the campaign to unlock master assassin difficulty mode, which again is not what I want in this game at all. And let's see, missions, we only see one right now, but there's gonna be several. So we're gonna play on casual, just novice. It's a different name. It was not novice before in the main game. It was casual, and veteran and elite, and all of these names are different. Why they named the difficulty modes different for this DLC really makes no sense. But we'll play on novice. Enemy damage is reduced, your health recovery is improved, and potions are more effective. Yep. So I went back and watched the good ending of the main game, and it does change a little bit. For instance, in low chaos mode, the final area is in sunlight instead of rain and darkness. If you do the right actions, you will actually cure the plague at the end, and the Empress Emily is not in quite the exact same point that she is at in the high chaos mode. So yeah, it definitely does change some stuff. Also, in the high chaos mode, I could have changed the ending a little bit if I had killed Samuel at any point. But I just wanted to mention that, so that go out there and look on YouTube and see the different endings compared. There's technically 12 different endings because some of the screens can change a little bit. For instance, in low chaos you can save Castilla. In high chaos I don't believe you can. But none of that really mattered. And none of that really has anything to do with this, so go check that out. None like her. You cannot forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter to Emily to the Lord's Regent haunts you. So I think we're going to start playing.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt.
I'm not playing right now, by the way.
Why should an Empress be different?
So this is the beginning of the main story, except for we're playing as Daud, the assassin that killed the Emperor.
I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her! Carlo! Mommy!
visit from the outsider. So I already had the blink ability. So this probably isn't the first time he has seen the outsider. Jasmine Coldwind, Empress. Let's see. Fallen letter. You killed her, you killed her, you killed her. Yeah, that's true. And I think the plague is somewhat being caused by the corruption and the evilness of Dunwall. The other thing I wanted to mention is when you go and look at some of the old footage of people playing Dishonored, you can see a lot longer loading times. I don't have to deal with that because I have an SSD, but yeah, you can accidentally like an old video game a lot more when you have better computers to run it. So in a small measurement there, all old games get a little bit better, or they stop being playable at all because they're not compatible with like Windows 10 or newer, and then they get way worse. Power blink, move rapidly from place to place unnoticed. You can move horizontally as well as vertically, aiming at ledges. Yeah, we know what blink is. Time will freeze if you stop moving while you aim, even mid-jump. Really? This gives you time to plan and escape your plan and escape or perform feats like change direction mid-air. Hold the left trigger to target while targeting a spherical marker where you will end up. A time to freeze time, release all movement controls including A. That's not how it worked as far as I understood it with Corvo. Seems like Daud has a combination blink and time freeze. So here's the painting that Sokolov was doing. So we're just getting retrained to do blink, which doesn't really make a ton of sense because if you're playing the Knife of Dunwall, you should definitely have already played the main game of Dishonored. Yeah, it's supposed to go up here. This is a whole section that I don't even think we could have seen in the main game. I don't even know if that type of bush was in the main game. Here we go. A little bit of tutorial.
Daud, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Daud. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
So that is very strange that the way he actually is helping Daud and giving him information instead of just kind of commenting on what you do as he did with Corvo. And why they specifically put a number there and said there was only 8 people bearing his mark doesn't really explain anything. It leaves it open. You could certainly go around and make 6 more sequels to this game with different people at the mark. they kind of need to have the mark or some other set of magical abilities from some other creature like the Outsider. So now we go to the Rothweil Slaughterhouse. Captain of Industry Bundry Rothwild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate the Rothwild Slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Oh, an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah. It hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Favors. As Daud, you can use a network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects in the mission, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. So there is an achievement for getting as many favors as you can. We'll see if we can do that. We have 2,000 coins. That seems like a set amount, obviously, since we didn't pick up any coins around here. He has a wrist bow piece of equipment. He has choke dust, which is some new thing. And then bone charm capacities. Notice we didn't have to buy any bone charm capacities in the main game. That could be because I bought the DLC. I could be just because that's not an option. A non-lethal grenade that temporarily disables enemies. Oh, so it's a grenade. That would have been nice to have been in the main game. And then the favors are give me the safe code to misplace a rune and to disconnect the security on the refinery valve. Using the valves will not sound an alarm. So we'll buy all of these. And before we go crazy, how many sleep darts do we have right now? Again, we're gonna try to play non-lethal here. So, for that reason, I'm gonna try and upgrade everything as fast as possible. Accuracy, range, I guess. And then we're low on reload. We don't have any bone charms right now. So one of the things was blueprints in the main game, and we didn't find any of the blueprints. Actually, there was only like 8 in the entire game, and even though we only found maybe 3 of them. Let's see. So our tasks here for the favors are optional tasks. Find the combination written on the wall, recover a rune for the maintenance tunnel inside of the slaughterhouse. We would need 2 runes to get the Void Gaze or the Dark Vision. See in the dark and locate bone charms and runes. Oh, I kinda need that, don't I? Because I don't have the heart. And I would need 4 to upgrade our blink right now. Let's see. And then summon an assassin would be one rune, and then bending time would be another rune. Assassins can pull. Assassins can benefit from pull, bend time, and shadow kill. If we do the arcane bond, shadow kill, enemies turn to the ash when you kill them. Agility was the same. Vitality is the same. Bloodthirsty is the same. We have an assassin's knife and Daud's wrist bow. We don't, I believe, have a mask. So, how I am doing this, I have no idea. Technically, I shouldn't have that. So we don't have a heart item. Or anything. Oh, we can see. Void gaze. Press left trigger to see in the dark. With this power equipped, you can see the mark of the outsider on Daud's hand. Will light up when you're facing bone or charm burn. Level 2 shows you everything that's important to wealth. So, there's a bone charm like way over there, and it seems like that's the only thing. Let's begin.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
So, we have an assassin with us.
You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to take it.
Those guys.
Past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards. No exceptions. I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
So there's a lot to collect, it seems like. If there's 6 of them, 6 runes. That may be for the entire Knife of Dunwall section though. So, let's see. Let's turn this off first and then come over here. So, as we're watching this guy, time does freeze. That's good to know. So, in theory, I could do something like this. Nope. That did not work. His blink doesn't feel like it's very far. He doesn't seem to have an upgraded blink. He doesn't have a possession ability either. So now the thing that's the problem here is this section, this dark vision is not as useful as the dark vision that Corvo had. It doesn't show the vision of the cones of vision that these guys have. Look at that, I'm already picking up bullets. And it doesn't seem to show enemies. It's just a night vision. That was one of my thoughts about how it feels like everybody that the outsider gives powers to, the powers are slightly the same but slightly different. See, like, I can't see him at all.
Huh? Damn!
So, that little sound means he spotted me. If I was going for the never be spotted solution, I've already blown it. Let's see. Alright, this one is 16 meters down. 11 meters down. How can I get to it? Quickly. Pretend to read that book. We need to be 7 meters further down. This is definitely a worse looking, just visually, setup for the dark vision. I guess I will need some coin, but oh man. So there's a butcher. Is the bone charm. Let's see what this bone charm does. It gives us whirlwind. We only have 3 bone charms we can use right now. Let's see. And notice it's not even highlighting this area. So, not even the electrical things we could manipulate and try and rewire are getting highlighted with our dark vision. We have one that's 97 meters and one that's 99. It's barely even highlighting the items to pick up. So I can't go any further this way. So that is there. I could rewire that if I needed to, but I don't really need to. But then we have an alarm here with like one guy that's looking at it. King Sparrow feather.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
So here they're destroying a strike here, union busting, basically. What were the optional things? We could, with our one rune, summon an assassin to our side, novice assassin, like we need that. Or for 2 we could bend time, but the blink kind of bends time too. Let's see, optional, find a time card, optional, find the combination to let's see, recover the rune from the maintenance tunnel inside the slaughterhouse. Let's see.
You've had your fun, Richard. When does the oil start to flow again? It's all fixed. We got the time cards rounded up, and now we got their mouthy leader. So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit who wins your little labor dispute. The Regent cares about the whale oil coming out on schedule. He'll get what he needs. Just keep the workers in line.
Not close enough.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
They say that phrase several times and you don't ever really get an idea as to what that they're talking about. Here we go. It seems to be
This is a reminder
mostly a
that
non
collective bargaining
sequitur.
in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Is there anybody down here that's gonna see me? Got the code 477. So now let's go to the safe.
What's that? What now?
Oops. Oops, I am dead now. Might as well just let him kill me. Let's see what that loads back into. Alright, where are we? We are way far. So I'm gonna have to be careful about that.
Get back in. You had no right to take it.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions. I hope you die weeping, all of you. I hope the plague gets you.
Rat, damn you!
So we've spent a considerable amount of time there and wasted it, some of it. Let's see. Just well, we know what the safe code is, but we know what a safe is. is this guy. He's right over here, so I'm gonna wait for him to start walking this way. That may take a while because it was actually kind of a long time. Rat poison. Nope, we'll take that. Here we go. This feels, if this level's not too long, it feels like this might be an attempt at making assassination missions more plausible, that you would actually play them multiple times. Like if getting to the safe is 1/3 of half of this mission, so I'd say about like a 1/6, then I would be alright with that length. Doesn't seem like these butchers are any more difficult to strangle or anything like that. Where's the bone? Oh yeah, it's back over here. And you really don't need... Go ahead and equip that. Been going about 30 minutes and we've barely even started, it seems like. Like, to this point, it's probably a good idea to make your own save. I don't think you can make more progress. Up here, up here.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous for the Lord Regent.
So they took all the time cards of the strikers. So even if they tried to report to work, they couldn't. Which then kind of makes a strange question as to, are they setting them up?
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
So I picked up a letter here, which caused my assassin friend lady to show up. It's rather strange that they just have the ability to...
You've had your fun, butcher. When does the oil start to flow again?
No.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any...
Am I screwing up here because I just haven't played the game enough?
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
So it gave me another save there. I assume it gave me that save because of... because I managed to pick up that item and activate that.
When does the oil
So now that we've got that, it's worth overriding that. Honestly, I'm starting to kind of feel like this is just gonna follow a smaller area where potentially you wouldn't have to do these favors. I actually, in a lot of ways, probably paid to cause myself more gameplay. Here we go. So there's a guy in a boat. Is that Samuel? Who is it? That looks like Samuel. Are we supposed to be?
Huh?
Darn it.
We're not taking this one alive. Clear the line.
There we go. It's giving me all kinds of...
After this morning, we're taking away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
So I assume that the time cards are going to be in here. And inside there's a blueprint, a time card, some sleep dots, some money. So now we have, let's see, dark vision. Says that there is a bone charm 44 meters that way. Timestamp machine over there. So we've got some stuff to do. But what I really want to do, and man, I am certainly just going to play a lot of cheatery saving stuff. First thing I want to do though is I just want to get down here. I want to go talk to Samuel.
You're Daud.
Daud. Shit, I hope you ain't here for me. I'm just a little fish in a big pond.
I want to know about a ship. The Delilah.
Yeah, I heard of it. Listen, maybe we can help each other out. I work for a very rich man who's keen on seeing Rothwild's business go belly up. His whole business with the strike, our doing. We got a mole on the inside. Lady pretending to run the labor crews, a real talent. She could lie straight to the High Overseer's face and get away with it. We were supposed to meet up last night. I've been spying on the place all day waiting to hear word. Only I haven't seen or heard a peep. I was about to shove off. If you're here to make a little mayhem anyway, maybe you could find her. If she's still alive, she'd be able to get you everything you need to know about that shit. No question. And a substantial reward besides. Her name's Abigail Ames.
So we have now a new optional thing for going over there. Let's see, where are we with the powers? We have one rune, no new bone charms. We have the small scale explosive refinement, and then our tasks, find the ingredients to, let's see, to complete Granny's recipe, and find the rune from a maintenance tunnel inside the slaughterhouse. So if we go over to the notes, what's Granny's recipe? Port side of the eye of a whale, newly dead. Plop it in the pot, red greasy. Weeper, weeper, weeps no more. Lay the rest of bloodage for. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat. So I need to find like a newly dead whale, which I'm walking on some kind of whale right now, but I don't think it's newly dead enough. And then, oh, it seems like there's several things I could do. Back away and hide back here.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining
You ought to thank us.
Sign the
Is
contract,
a capital
and you'll be
offense.
back
at work tomorrow.
For two.
and selected legal and clerical specialization.
Why not?
Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Labor locker. Key needed.
They won't let you in without a time card. But if you get us out of here, take mine. I'm not coming back.
I already have a time card.
I guess you got no real reason to help us then.
Got the key. So much for low chaos mode.
To me, get behind him.
File and control keys. Pouch. Labor lockup key. Some kind of alarm going off.
You ain't leaving this place alive.
Got a lot of whale oil sitting around, leaking everywhere. Can't just turn this thing off. Maybe you can just turn it off.
He is to be captured or killed on sight. We have the full compliance of the law and the city watch.
There's a new thing. Arc mine. Place a mine nearly anywhere. When triggered, it will deliver a powerful electrical charge, reducing the target to ash. There is also a achievement for putting an arc mine. There's the labor lockup key on a rat.
You ain't leaving this place alive.
Where is that bone charm that we're looking for? On the other side of this building? Here. Oops. So I need to wait after I blink so I don't waste my mana. It's an interesting system that it is set up for.
I'll write to her again. She has to see reason.
I'm not sure I can actually get out.
Okay, hold it. Assassin, help!
Here he is.
You're going down!
Yeah, I don't think there are any more people around at this rate. Again, we tried, we had every intention to play in low chaos mode, to not start a huge fight, but it has to do with the awareness and the placement of people. There's just too many enemies too close together. Bone Charm is 15 meters down below there. Sewer gate. Where's the sewer gate? It connects over here to something down this way. Here we go. So I think I just got that achievement. We don't have regular mines, unfortunately. We do have regular grenades if need be. Again, sitting in the back area is not super useful. Let's see. So that is killing rats gives you some adrenaline. Alright. We still only have one rune. And what are optionals? Things. Locate Abigail Ames. And find the ingredients for Granny recipe. Recover the rune from the maintenance tunnel inside the slaughterhouse. Warning possible sewage overflow. Is this a maintenance tunnel or is this a sewer? So I killed just enough to keep them running. So I could enter the slaughterhouse right there. That's one entrance. But I think I've emptied this section enough. I need Weeper Tears. I need... Where would I even find Weeper Tears?
We have the full compliance of the law and the city watch.
Bullets. I will definitely take a Sokolov thing.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness. All these rats crawling all over everything.
There we go.
Rescued by the assassin. They'll never believe it.
We still need to get past that wall of light contraption they put up. If you can shut it off, we can slip past the city watch when the time is right.
Alright.
Did you hear that Miller's wife left him for a captain of the watch?
So as I work back this direction, there is a possibility that there is somebody I've missed. There's the wall of light. Here's a place where you could fill up a whale oil tank. There's a rune up there. Let's get up there. So the detector here is way less useful. Way less useful. So I just want to come over here and see what would this even power. Like that needs power to activate this boat. Why do I want to activate the boat? Maybe that's something we're supposed to deal with later. Let's go up here and see what this is. So I'm mostly stalling here. I could just go to the next section easily if I wanted to. But I do have the thought in my mind that as far as sections, there really is only 2 in this first level, and there's maybe going to be at most a couple levels. Here, let's go ahead and take the depleted tank's note. So what does this do? Did it lower a chain down? Interesting. Nothing here. Come on, let me jump over. Let's come over here and see if we will be able to disable this wall of light. An industrial worker is a happy worker, they say. Did I leave anybody awake or alive on that side of the wall? I don't know if I did. Wall of light disabled. Meant to do this. We were here before. Now where are we going? The laborer. Go talk to him.
No, that can't be. Is the wall of light down?
Yes.
You're free to go. Make your way out of this place.
Thank you. Guess you took what you came for. Just, if you see Abigail Ames, tell her we still believe in her.
can't pick up that whatever was on his pouch, which almost certainly what it was a was just another time card. So, it feels very much like I could run around in this back sections and try to find Granny Rag's items, but then the locate and aid Abigail Ames and find, investigate, and recover the ruin from the maintenance tunnel inside the slaughterhouse. All that seems like extra things. So, the Arc Mine.
He is to be captured or killed.
Let's use this. And that will enter the slaughterhouse right there. And that's either these optional things are going to be missed by going in there, or they're just going to be continued. But as far as looking around and trying to find any of these more things, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's just go into the slaughterhouse, and then that's going to be where we end this recording. It doesn't even show the time card working. Interesting.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
So we see the misplaced rune right there. We see a bone charm there. We see Rothschild's office, or Rothwild's. We see a rune over there. And as we turn this off, it looks like we're only going to have the opportunity to go through this first door if we go in through that way. In theory, I guess I could try to exit the slaughterhouse and come back in from a different entrance. Let's see, look at the map here. We are here at number 1. It seems like it's going to be a straight, well, not a straight, more of an S-curved pattern, in which we go through 1, then 2, then 3, and then maybe we could get to 6, 7, 8, and 9 without doing anything in 4 or 5, if we were just trying to sneak in there. Let's look at our objectives, however. None of our objectives have gone away, though. And we have 2 runes. We could, at this point, bend time, slow time for a short duration. We could get blink for a longer distance when we get 4, and I think that's really what I want. But actually, I want this. This is really what we need. We need that Void Gaze number 2, so we can start actually using a ability. All of a sudden, everything's back to the way it was, and that's good to know. So that's the first bit of the Knife of Dunwall. We are going to do this one mission, and I bet we will do probably 2 more. If there's only 1 more and it's a little shorter than I think, that would be a little bit disappointing, but not too much for a DLC. Anywho, we are done with this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.